Hey everybody, welcome back to wineophobia.com. Thanks for checking out our video today. One of the questions we get, better do some introductions. Pat.
I'm Pat. Dirk. Jeff.
Got that out of the way. I've been known to forget that part. We get questions all the time, but one of them that we received recently from Kim in Illinois was, how do the flavors get into these various bottles of wine? And that's a great question, because I think sometimes people think, you know, if it has a flavor of vanilla or blackberry, that someone's in there squeezing those items into some juice and making it taste that way, but that's not how it goes. It's actually a part of a much more complex process than that. And so, well, what are we tasting in this one?
I got kind of a strong grapefruit. This is a, what is this?
Sonoma-Cutrer Chardonnay.
Yeah, so I'm getting a grapefruit.
See, we do like white wine, people. We just keep having red for you. I get a little...
No, we love white wine. This is going down smooth.
I get pear. What do you get, big fella? Guess we'll have to wait on that one.
I'm sure it's deep, whatever it is.
It's definitely a deep thought, Jack Candy style. So, what are some of the things? What gets the flavor into this wine or any wine?
Let me back up one more second. Do you guys get grapefruit? My point in asking that is, isn't it true that it should be, unless you just brushed your teeth or you had some sort of strange food item that would mask the taste, I think that it is possible for everyone to taste at least most of the same flavor, right?
I think so, unless your palate's impaired in some way.
Right.
You had a rare tongue or nasal injury as a child. I could have done it. That can knock you out of the wine industry real quick. I do taste a little grapefruit, like on the back end, like a little bit of sourness. So, well, we know one thing that can change the taste is what varietal grape. I think that's kind of obvious, but you know, that's obviously going to make it taste different. If it's a Chardonnay or a Cabernet Sauvignon or a Pinot Noir grape, that'll make it taste quite different. But if you're comparing the same type of grape, you know, some of the things that could matter would be maybe the climate in which those grapes were raised and harvested, the sugar content inside of the grape when it was picked. What else?
The type of barrel that's used. There's French oak, there's American oak, stainless steel barrels that are used to store the wine and ferment it.
Sure.
So depending on how they actually process the wine.
The oak would be a big one, especially for a Chardonnay, because they're doing a lot of unoaked varieties now. So oak versus non-oak, that's going to have a huge difference. Certainly the soil, I forgot probably the most important thing. I mean, the terroir, or the soil that's you know, hosting these vines is going to have a large impact on the flavors that are brought into that wine. But just wanted to let you guys know, you know, it's more complicated than just some additives. There's nothing ever added to these wines. It's what happens while those juices are sitting in that barrel for a year, sometimes more than that. They even toast the inside of some of these oak barrels with a flame, and that imparts some extra flavor as well. So I'm sure it's a complicated process that only a few great winemakers really understand, but wanted to shed some light on it for you guys today.
But from a winophobia standpoint, from the basics, I think that you can go into it knowing that you're drinking a Chardonnay. You're going to get possibly some oak, some grapefruit, some green apple, a grassy flavor. Those are going to be some common flavors that are in a Chardonnay.
Or a Sauvignon Blanc.
Or a Sauvignon Blanc. And then you go up to a Cabernet Sauvignon, for example, it'll be you get more berries and things of that nature. Mm-hmm. So you can kind of cut to the chase a little bit by knowing what type of wine you're drinking, and you'll kind of find the flavor in there.
A lot of melon in these type of wines as well.
And it goes back to the food pairing too.
That's true. That's where some of that comes in.
Okay.
Awesome.
Dirk, anything else? Picking up all the tape here.
Yeah, he's doing it.
All right, guys. Well, find us on the internet, wineophobia.com. We're on YouTube at Wineophobia. We are on the Twitter at Wineophobia with a capital W, by the way. And we're on the Facebook.
Facebook.
Wineophobia.
Because that's the way it's said. Listen, if you've been fearful of wine, keep checking us out, guys. We've got the cure for you. Thanks.
Cheers.
Still got the grapefruit?
Yeah.
Is it changing?
A little bit. Randy Jackson.